Everybody, Web3 fans and developers, welcome. Friday, December 16th. And this is the second AMA with our great partner, UNITBOX DAO. We built rental protocol for gaming. And you might have seen the previous AMA with Paul Padalka, the lead business development manager of UNITBOX DAO. So Paul, welcome to AMA.
Thank you for introduction, Eugene. So thanks for having me second time. It's a pleasure.
And of course, Alex Shedogubov, the co-founder and CEO of ENVELOP. Alex, welcome.
Hello, glad to see everyone.
Yes, and our goal today is to know about some progress in the life of UNITBOX. How do they run? How do they plan to end their 2022? Their partnership, their progress, and to explore the two great use cases we're especially proud of. The first cases for gamers. This is AMA for Web3 gaming developers. So guys, please watch carefully because we're going to discuss how rental mechanics via Smart NFT could be available, in particular with ENVELOP protocol, and how skill tokens, another great technical option for Web3 gaming is available with Smart NFT. So ENVELOP as a provider of Smart NFT and UNITBOX as the creator of such a gaming environment. First of all, Paul, let's start with some progress. We need to know, how are you living now? How is UNITBOX life and team? So tell us a little bit about your progress, your new partnerships, your technical deliveries, recent time, your community growth and engagement. What should we know important in the life of the UNITBOX?
Understood. Thank you again for introduction. Since our previous AMA session, we did such a wonderful progress in field of partnerships and business development. I'm really proud of it. So as you can check in our social medias, like since our previous AMA, we made more than 20 partnership announcements with different blockchain games, guilds, metaverses. And it was our goal, and we'll keep going to increase engagement of our community. So we'll still it will be goal for the next year, so after the Christmas holidays, because we understood that during the bear market this is the best tool to exchange community, to increase the active users to our platform just through collaborations and partnerships. And we actually have one more thing to announce. After, I would say, 100 of hours of negotiation with different games and guilds, we understood that our rental solution is completely done. But we're always thinking how we can improve, how we can make our product even better. And we understood that we have very good technical delivery till the end of this year, and it will be a buy and sell option marketplace, because we understood that we have whole range of rental opportunities, but we also understood that we have people who want just to trade the NFT assets. So, basically the buy and sell option marketplace will be available till the end of this year. We keep going to, we keep going with our partnerships, we growing our community, and as our business development lead, I would say that will be our goal for the next few quarters as well.
Good to hear. Good to hear. Wish you great success till the end of this year, and we hope that our partnership with you in the upcoming year will be much more greater than that. So let's dive into the case you named first, rental mechanics, because this is the main purpose of why UNITBOX DAO exists. So I do understand logically, if we may own something in a Web3 realm, we may also rent this. If I own an item in real life, if I own a private property or a car, I may rent it. If I own something physical, I may rent, of course. And if I got rentee may pay me for using my item, and he doesn't want to buy it and want to use. Why not to rent it? And renting of game items. I'm not a gaming fan, of course. Nonetheless, I'm a fan of economics. I'm very interested in how it works in Web3 real. I do understand if we own items in Web3 gaming, of course, we may rent, and there are people who want to rent them, not to buy. Is renting in Web3 gaming works like it works in physical world, or is any specific there? So dive out into the general conditions of how renting mechanics works in Web3 gaming on rental market. Who are owners of items? What items? Who are wishers or rentees wanted to rent them? Overall overview for everybody who doesn't understand how that renting market exists in Web3 gaming.
Sure. So that's a great question. And I just want to give you the kind of overview of rental mechanics we have now. So, and there are just two of them. And the first one is traditional rental mechanic. So, but just in my opinion, this rental mechanics is kind of old school and not so advantageous, just because it requires to work with different EAP standards. And as for me, as for our project, these rental mechanics doesn't fit for us. I will explain why. Because if you're working with just certain EAP standard, it means that you will receive just one piece of cake, but not the full cake. And our mission and our goal of Unitbox, we would like to aggregate the whole market. We would like to aggregate the DeFi community. We want to aggregate the gamify community. So it means we need solution which allows to do that. And that's why we came to ENVELOP, and that's why we started using a wrapped NFT solution, because it allows us to make the second rental mechanic, which is based on revenue sharing model, which is far more advantageous at the moment. And as for us, as like market aggregators, we can talk, we can integrate, we can give the widest range of games to our users, because we are not limited with any blockchains and any EAP standard. We can use all of them. So that's why we'll give the widest range of games for the scholars, for active users at our platform. So, and if you work, like if we will go back to traditional rental mechanic, so one game allow only certain like EAP standard, another one have another standard, and it's a headache. So thanks ENVELOP and wrapped NFT technology that this problem is solved, and we have no limits to work with any blockchains and EAP standards. So basically, that's it. This is the main idea of rental mechanics and how it works.
Well, let me clarify one more thing. I'm not technical, so we get. But I hear that before Raven Protocol had been available, we had an opportunity to create a rental solution with using EIP, or how does it is the separate proposals or standards. Is that two possible principal ways of enable renting? First, using EIP standards, and as a very, very sophisticated solution. And the second way is to use a wrapping solution, which is very easy. And this second way has been enabled with ENVELOP. And that's why Unitbox partnered with ENVELOP, because it's very easiest way to enable renting. Am I correct?
Yes, it's not easiest, but the most convenience, and only this solution can bring us to the results we want.
Well, Alex, let me ask you, how do you see the problems of renting, how the problems with renting NFTs were before ENVELOP had appeared in the realm, and now how ENVELOP made easy renting NFTs at all with wrapping protocol, besides EP standard?
Yeah, so the main difference is that we totally can reduce entry barrier, because here we don't need any payments from people who want to play. They can play, and as we see, it's a flexible approach, because we see AP standards. Every project try to make their own. Not every, but multiple. I know exactly about 5 more standards about rentals, but it's a kind of half solution which needs infrastructure around this. And the main thing about funds revenue distributions needed to be applied in marketplace. But here we got all built into NFT, which delivers all the profits and can be played just once wrapped and played the time needed and be called back, because here we got more freedom as to the investor and to the player himself.
Well, guys, let's not dive into the technical details. I think all the CDOs who are watching this right now may connect you personally and ask you questions, or you may ask questions right now in this IMA or later in comments. No problem. Paul will appear in our IMA again. We promise you. But now we need to understand the value proposition, and we have got 4 categories of stakeholders in such a Web3 gaming. Let me name them. First is NFT owner who may rent his item. Second is OR guild. Third is schooler, and the game itself or developers team. Let's elaborate the value proposition of renting mechanics for all of these 4 categories. Let's start with Paul. How do you see, Paul, how renting mechanics makes more value for all of these 4 categories? And then I will ask Alexander to add, and we will create a whole vision of the value proposition. First, NFT owner.
Yeah, so let me start with the game. Actually, we, as I said before, we're working with all the key players of this market, and the game is one of them. So as for the game, we're giving them the opportunity to increase the quantity of active users inside the game after they will integrate with our solution. Just because as we will have 100,000 of active users that we will share to the game just because they will have a place on our marketplace, as well as they will have a chance to increase the trading volume of their NFTs, because after they will implement this solution, this protocol, their NFTs will seem very interesting for investors, because it's like the second player NFT owner or investor, because for them we're giving the chance to have very secured, trustable passive income tool, because as Alex just mentioned, they will have opportunity to make callback of their investments at any time using our wrapped NFT technology. So yeah, if, for example, if NFT owner doesn't satisfied with the quality of Scholar performance, investor can just make a callback at any time. And as for Scholars players, this is the main advantage that I really like. We just breaking the barriers. Scholars don't need to collect money to afford expensive NFT anymore. So our solution allows to take the NFT and start playing the game immediately and share just the revenue Scholar got inside the game. And it's just crazy because we all remember this bull run in the GameFi industry like a year ago, when prices for certain NFT assets was like $1,000, $2,000 for just like sneakers or something. We all remember the Stepan. So and we fixed that. So, and we're also working with guilds. And for guilds, we're not only giving them the widest range of rental solution, and as well as the games they can attract and use scholars inside their guild, as well as we build, especially for them, management tools where they can manage their NFT assets, where they can manage their scholars, and generally manage the whole guild. And all this management will be on chain because our solution is fully on chain. So basically, that's like our value proposition for all the gamify industry players. And as I mentioned at the beginning, we also will have the option of trading the NFT assets when the buy and sell option marketplace will be available.
Well, Alex, do you like to add something important to what Paul has already said, taking into account the specific peculiarities and specific features of Revenue Protocol, possibly?
Yeah, I should add one thing, because as yesterday I've been also pitching the Unitbox here in a local event, and I should say that one thing which is beneficial for us, because it's a flexible solution, and it's good not only for play to earn, but play for free and play to own to earn, as I know concepts. So it can be easily adjustable to all that stuff, because smarts are real adjustable and flexible. So it proves that we have a good solution which answers to different demands of the market, as formats, as concepts of ownership. And sometimes people also were asking about if it's possible to rent for a certain time. I said, because it's not our first priority, but it's much more easier than what we have done now, about renting and the revenue sharing instead of just simple renting for time and paying for this time.
Also, now we do understand better how ranking mechanics gives more value proposition for all the participants of Web3 gaming. Thank you very much, guys, for this elaborating. I think if somebody of our viewers, listeners wanted to elaborate for their specific use case, they may comment this video, they may find us in our chats, and may ask personally Paul and Alex. It's very easy to do if you're interested personally for renting for your Web3 project. And let's switch to the second important option we're going to discuss. It is named skill tokens. If I'm not mistaken, if I don't understand, skills means my specific personal features in games, such as power or lifespan and so on and so forth. And these tokens, they symbolize that, like sort of SBT, if I'm having something, a medal or on my jacket. So this is skill. Everybody sees that I am skilled or I'm not skilled. I'm not so skilled. Yeah. Elaborate, please. What are such a hack skill tokens? Why do players need them in games? How does it work? And what should we know? Okay, first of all, what are skill tokens? So Paul, explain us.
So basically, you explained it right. So the skill tokens is something extra you can put on your like hero inside the game to make it even better. And if we will take a look at Web2 gaming business, we will see that we already had it actually. So, and in my opinion, skill tokens is a game changer of mass adoption, because I think the mass adoption of gamify industry will be when these huge gaming corporates like Activision, Blizzard will come to the Web3 space. And just to make that possible, we have a skill tokens, because we have a lot of advantage of the skill tokens in Web3 industry, because as for the NFT owner of skill token, I can manage it as I want. I can keep it, I can rent it out, I can give it for rent, I can trade it, and I understand definitely that it taking a place on my wallet. So, and the owner, me personally, not the gaming server of Activision or anybody else. And that, I think, is the big problem, because the gamers in, for example, Web2 games don't have enough trust to invest more money inside the game, inside the skill tokens. And Web3 space where have just great use case how you can implement this technology to make sure that skill tokens of your players will be secured, they will own it, they can manage it, or even more, they can convert it to the real money. So I actually love this idea. And as for the games, I think it's the great chance to increase the, the quantity of active users. And I think when these giants of Web2 gaming will implement these use cases, a lot of money will come inside the market, and we will grow rapidly. So I hope so. And as for the game as well, it's a good chance to raise, liquidity inside the game, because you're, you give motivation to buy more, just to play more comfortable, to play more successful. So it's very good. As well as guilds, they can, they can learn, they can manage what kind of skills particular scholar needs to raise scholars rate, to make the quality of scholars play even better. So I think it's a game changer when skill tokens come into Web3 space. I think this is a game changer, because it will bring it's a very good use case to bring Web2 game businesses into Web3, and we will have even more players, we will have even more games. And as for me, as a business development of Unitbox, it's good. I'll have a chance to talk more with more games, with more guilds, and I understood that they can bring their huge experience inside the Web3 and make it even better. So the skill tokens, I can talk about skill tokens a lot. So maybe Alex, yeah.
First, let me clarify. We should not confuse skill tokens with NFTs in Web3 gaming, because NFTs are unique tokens for game items, and skill tokens, perhaps they are such as here C20. They are fungible tokens, right? They are not these NFTs. And how this combination of NFT and skill tokens and Web3 gaming works together?
So it's actually depends. So it could be an NFT as well. So, and it could be a token as well.
But these are two different essences, to different things. NFTs. Okay, yeah. I understand that skill tokens maybe.
I would like to cover it just from the side of NFT assets, because our product is basically, powered by NFTs. So yeah.
Well, and what was the problem with skill tokens in Web2 world, where we had big game providers? We were not able to own skill tokens. In Web3, we are able to own them, like the items also. And what opportunities does this give us overall?
I would say the opportunity just to raise the activity inside the industry, because you can manage it, you can trade it, you can do whatever you want actually. So, and you will have like more strategies of how to use it, just because in Web2 space you can just implement it. And if you're, for example, quitting the gaming, You just, you can sell it, or if you want to sell it, you just need to sell the whole gaming account. So it's very complicated. So in the Web3, it's much more easier.
Okay, got an idea. So Alex, do you want to add something interesting to Paul said about skill tokens overall?
Yeah, I want to add one thing, because skill tokens can give us an opportunity to switch the whole economical model for NFT games, where, for example, they can distribute NFTs for free and have more wide outreach on audience, and maybe attract previously audience that didn't play. And then the games are designed like free to play style, when you play for a certain moment, and then you need to buy some skills to have more progress or to perform better. So this can also be other switch of monetization. So the main asset for free, and the add-ons for these assets are needed to be bought or maybe somehow achieved. So I think here is a big field to create new approaches for games.
Well, Alex, how specifically Web3 protocol ENVELOP works and enables the option of having skill tokens in game? May you dive into details? How would it work?
So it will work like we have in wrapped NFT. It could be core NFT, or the NFT itself can be original one, and inside we can appoint that there will be tokens. It can be already traded tokens. For example, we can use any one of them, or just create special tokens for a game. A game issuer can make like for health, like for strength, like for speed tokens. They can be performed like ERC20 or any same like format in other chains, and can be easily put inside such NFT, improving its performance in a game. And also due to our protocol in Oracle, we can adjust mechanics when we play a game. We can reduce this number of skills. For example, if the car in a race is damaged, we need to renew the skills. So we can make this thing not fulfilled once, but make it dynamic, and thus to generate like regular inflow for buying the skills.
Well, Paul, let's finalize again. Let's underline again the core value proposition. I know I realized that you love skill tokens because more than NFTs. So what should games players and player markets know about their opportunities with having skill tokens in game? Why does it matter for all Web3 gaming industry? How it creates value for us all?
I think it's just a tool for all of these, market players, for games, for guilds, for everyone. Because, for example, just if we imagine how we can use these skill tokens, like in case of game, it's just as Alex just mentioned, it's just game changer of game economy. So it's just the second way, for example, how to increase the revenue, because this is just the marketing. In case of guilds, it's just a great motivation for players, and they can use skill tokens as a kind of rewards for their scholars. And scholars just like independent scholars just want as well just to trade more of these skill tokens just to achieve better results inside the game. So, and they having opportunity to trade it, to manage it. So, yeah, basically there are a lot of values, and just it's better to understand what kind of I would say needs they have inside this Web3 space, because as I would say that skill tokens can cover like most of them. I would say just needs of the games, guilds, scholars. I would say that skill tokens cover most of them.
Well, gentlemen, I think we have figured out in general the two main things which have been enabled with the Web3 gaming with Revenue Protocol. These are rental mechanics when we may rent NFT in a game, and skill tokens, tokens which are also valuable because they give us another set of opportunities to reward players, to distinguish players one from another. Do we have to need to add something important we haven't said before in the end of this AMA? Before we will finalize, have we forgotten something valuable for saying in the end? If we have, we'll just add something important. Oh, Alex.
So I think we yeah.
We just covered. Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
that's great. That's great. I love this AMA. So let me switch now to chat. We have no questions in the web in our chat. Okay. This means that we have covered all the important. So finally, gentlemen, we will be searching, we will be looking for the progress, we'll be tracking the progress, we will be having poll again. I hope this is the great tradition. Alex, let me ask you again, like a lucky bonus question. ENVELOP has launched Christmas launchpad. And I personally, recently, I bought one of the tokens, and I love the idea. This is wrapping token with collateral inside. This is a good gift. I would call it crypto ENVELOP with crypto money inside, wrapped with ENVELOP protocol. So how it works, and why should everybody, Web3 fans, reward or make Christmas gifts in the form of wrapped NFT on the Christmas launchpad?
Yeah, so first of all, because Web3 fans now can make real Web3 presents, and as we know, we are like a worldwide community, and sometimes to deliver physical goods and presents is hard. Because, for example, even our team, I'm in Indonesia, some guys are in Thailand, some in Dubai, some in Brazil. So this is the most useful thing. You can deliver it in seconds, and there is a setting that nobody can open it before New Year or Christmas comes, and then you can modify it by adding other assets if you want, for example, make it more solid, like we just did our tokens. But if you want to give a grateful present like 10K, you put inside such a present and send to some of your friends. It's all up to you. So it's new, Web3, customizable, and easy to deliver it to.
Well, let me modify the gift. If we have a project who wants to gift their own tokens to their customers, for example, or to their friends, may they use this Christmas NFT, buy this, replenish their collateral, because NIFTSY collateral is also inside. They replenish the collateral with their own tokens and present this crypto ENVELOP with crypto money, with NIFTSY tokens and their own tokens to their friends.
Yeah, they can, but we need to add this token to whitelist, and before it we need to make an audit for this token in order to be sure that it's not harmful. But if we add, it's not a problem.
Got it. By the way, by default, you may buy this ENVELOP with NIFTSY tokens inside. You may do it on Ethereum, you may do it Binance Smart Chain or BNB Chain. I'm just confusing their names, and Polygon also works well. You might find the link below, and just connect your wallet and buy this amazing technical savvy gift for Christmas. So thank you very much, gentlemen. We've covered the progress in Unitbox in collaboration with ENVELOP. We've covered rental mechanics and skill tokens in Web3 gaming. We will have Paul again and again on our AMA session because he's experienced professional, and we'll love AMA with them. So you may comment this video, you may ask questions in our chat, you may find all the links, you may join UNITBOX DAO chats, ENVELOP chats, ask the questions, wherever you like, and feel free to do that. Please subscribe on our resources, Unitbox resources. Stay tuned for next AMAs. We announce them on our YouTube channel. Happy New Year, happy Christmas. Make gifts and stay tuned. Web3 is growing, Web3 is developing, and we are these guys who have been doing this recent years by our minds and hands. Thank you very much for watching and listening. Paul Padalka, the lead BDM of UNITBOX, and Alex Shedogubov, the founder and CEO of ENVELOP, and me, Eugene Crypto MC, as the media host for review. Thank you for watching and listening. Like, share, subscribe, and stay tuned for next AMAs with great ENVELOP partners and friends. So we are stopping this AMA. Bye-bye.
Bye.